Next up, at UFC Seattle, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Fili taking on Melquizael Costa. This has had some wild line movement. Fili opened at a -200 favorite and is now a +102 underdog. Fili, 24-11 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off the back-and-forth win over Cub Swanson, taking on Melquizael Costa, 21-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. Coming off the come-from-behind win over Shalilan Nerdenbeek. Fili, I have broken this guy down so many times, I say the same thing every time. Wildly talented. At one point in time, actually, he used to be with Paige Van Zandt as well. He was Austin Villafort before Austin Villafort. It was
Garbrandt, not him. Idiot.
Oh, yeah, all right. They all look the same. They've got the exact same look, feel, tattoo situation. But yes, you're right. My bad on that. Anyway, Fili was supposed to be the next big guy out of Team Alpha Male. He was supposed to follow in Cody Garbrandt's footsteps. He's a small guy.
Fili likes big booty Latinas.
Oh, that's right. Big booty Latinas, yeah. He can wrestle. He can strike. He can grapple. He can do all the things. And at one point in time, he really was going to be the next big thing. The problem is, he's really like Cody Garbrandt in every capacity, because he's also just willing to bang it out. He'll stand there. He'll swing. He'll go blow for blow. And his chin won't always allow him to do that. He's got solid takedowns. He averages about 2 per fight. He's got great striking. He's got good power. He's pretty defensively sound. But he can get sucked into a firefight, which may or may not go his way. He's coming off that bounce-back win over Cub Swanson, where he did have a couple of takedowns to seal that deal. He's taking on Melquizael Costa. Melquizael Costa is a well-rounded guy. Creative striking, solid grappling. His takedowns are a bit forced, but he's strong enough and persistent enough to try to drag you to the ground. You will see him work for takedowns pretty often, but he doesn't even need them, because lots of times he's the better striker. He's got powerful hands, good technique, strings together combinations well. He'll even mix it in some spinning attacks. He's coming off that submission win over Shalilan. Sorry, my throat's a mess. That's why I was taking the cough drops.
You need something for it?
Cough drops. He's coming off that submission win over Shalilan Nerdenbeek, where he was getting completely out-wrestled, but he managed to take his back and sub him because of just straight-up exhaustion. And Fili's always hard to break down because he does crazy shit. You can't count on him to stick
Angelo,
to
get to the point, idiot.
Or do what he... Did somebody comment that, or was that you?
I would never say that.
This guy sucks. This guy's an absolute dweeb loser that is pretending to be Bet Slam, and I'm just going to hide him.
I'm not even listening to Angelo, just trying to figure out Costa's complexion. He has the same thing Michael Jackson had.
Yeah, literally.
Whatever it's called.
I'm going to pick Fili. He's a better
Michael
fighter
Jackson
everywhere.
Bleached his skin, but he just had whatever that disease. You know, the reason why he started wearing the glove is because that's where it first started.
Oh, is it really?
That's so he wore a glove to perform to kind of hide it, and then eventually it just keeps going and going. It just depletes all your whatever, and that's what happened to me as well. I was very
yeah, there you go. You're just at the cookout doing things, and then
I was like, oh my god.
Slowly over time, who do you think wins? I picked because he's just a straight up better fighter. not here.
You want me to prove it? D, send the pass real quick. Listen, I have all the respect in the world for Fili, and if he's able to do something in this fight, it's not gonna be crazy surprising. But I like Melk as a fighter. I was surprised to see him drop as a dog. There was what did they open at? Flip back.
-200 and +170.
Flip back.
It's -200 and +170.
So he was a dog and then flipped to a favorite, then flipped back to the dog. Now he's moving to the favorite. I think I understand these odds. If I'm Melk, I know that you can wrestle, and he's shown that. What I like about his game is he's a shoot-a-box guy, and he kind of fights like that with aggression, but also he kind of will take his time as well. If he gets in an advantageous position on your back, he'll look for position over submission. Even when you saw against Steve Garcia was doing a good job kind of defending the wrestling, but he just kind of held on to him, right? He wasn't trying to force crazy stuff, so I like his demeanor inside of fights. But if I'm him, I trust my hands a little bit in this fight. I don't want to blow my load, trying to force the takedown takedowns early against Andre Fili, who knows how to defend and wrestle as well, and could get you in a position where you're getting a little bit tired. Trust her hands. Angelo mentioned you are a good striker. Andre Fili isn't the most dangerous guy in the world, and like you said, we'll get in some exchanges where you might be able to find a shot and hurt the guy, win around, or maybe even put him out. So I would say trust her hands until you feel if you're not in a comfortable position, or the wrestling is a lot easier when you're having success with the striking. So, I'd feel it out the first half around with the hands, then go to the wrestling, wrestle to win the rounds at the end. And I like Melk to do this. I like him on the feet, or if he wants to wrestle, I think he can get those takedowns. And even if he's not getting the takedowns, I think he can do enough to score with the rounds and win this fight. So I like Melk. And I like his hair this week, too. He's got a blue. He's got a nice shaved on the side and stuff like that. It's a good look for him.
Yeah, I mean, you just think he's going to outwork him? Like, do you agree with me that Andre Fili is just a straight-up better fighter?
No.
You don't think he's the better fighter?
No, I think Melk's the better grappler. I think he's just as good but more powerful with the hands. No. If I thought Andre was the better fighter, I'd fucking pick him.
Well, that's not always the case, though. Sometimes a better fighter doesn't fight to their abilities. All right, well,
they will.
We're split here. If I had bet openly money, I'd bet you. But I don't. If you do want to check out...
I can just request the money from you after the fight. So name
Okay.
the amount.
$100.
$500.
I just said 100. You're such a fucking loser.
Be a fucking man about it.
100 was aggressive.
Oh, he's getting nerfed.
That's how rattled I am. That's how rattled I am. $100 is a ton, man. That's a unit on a dog. Are you out of your mind?
500, even money.
No, I bit the dog. 100. You're gonna pay me back 102.
How about we do this?
What?
I'll give you 500. You only have to give me 250. I'll give you fucking. What's those odds?
That's.
Hold on. Let me figure out. That doesn't seem right.
All right.
500, 250.
I'll do that.
Okay.
That's so fucking dumb, but I'll do that.
Huh. So
It's
you're gonna give
stupid
me
to
all
pass
requests
that
right now? Huh?
No, don't request it now. You're just gonna jinx yourself, idiot.
There's no such thing as jinxes.
No, I should just pay you $250 now, so you have to pay me $750, and it's really gonna sting. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Whiteboard it up.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Guys, I need to somehow pay this.
If you pay me $250, you would not. You would owe me
If I paid you $250 right now, preemptively, and then it turns out I win and you owe me $500, you got to reimburse my $250 and then send me $500.
Yeah, but you said you don't want to do it because then you're gonna have to send the money after or something like that. Just send me the $250.
I said I'll send you the $250, and it's really gonna sting when you have to send me $750. The fuck are you not getting?
I wasn't listening, so that's my fault. I thought you were talking about you said it's $750. This is that yapping. I'm telling you, just yap so much. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that was me. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. It's only $10, and I'm gonna need it to cover this bet. That's basically a 2.5 unit bet, which you'll never see out of me, let alone on Andre freaking Fili. It's not going on premium. It's not a premium bet. Just a bet with my buddy. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. Unlock everything you could ever want or need heading into a fight week for an entire month. That's 4 fight weeks for $10. $2.50.
You're on an island there too. Artem and Sam are on Costa as well.
Okay, they're never wrong. Actually, Sam hasn't been. I don't
think so. Honestly, I don't think Sam hasn't been wrong. To be honest with you, I've been opposite on him for a lot of stuff, and I fucking never fucking win. So.